Welcome back to the podcast.
Last episode, we talked about Darwin and his theory of evolution, but today we're talking about the beer hall Putsch.
And today we are joined by the one, the only, Daniel O'Malley.
What's up? I'm about to tell you all about the beer hall Putsch. Now you just stay tuned, alright?
The Beer Hall Putsch, November 8th, 1923.
During the interwar period, Germany was in an economic crisis with mass inflation.
To buy one loaf of bread was almost around 200 billion marks.
And during this time, the Weimar Republic was seen as weak and untrustworthy. Their nonchalant attitude towards the Treaty of Versailles added to the fuel of the stab-in-the-back myth.
During the economic turmoil, Hitler and the other political nationalists deemed that it was time for a world revolution. Taking inspiration from Mussolini's March on Rome, Hitler planned to storm a beer hall to encourage leading politicians to join him and then eventually march on Berlin.
The men that Hitler was trying to coerce were known as the Bavarian Triumvirate. The original plan was to march on the 10th of November to the 11th, but Hitler was recently informed that the entire triumvirate would be in attendance at the beer hall on the 8th, so they decided to march then.
At 8:30 p.m., Hitler and other Nazis bashed into the beer hall. Hitler jumped on top of a table, fired a couple shots, and proclaimed that the revolution has started.
Yo, we got this whole place surrounded. We got 600 men and a machine gun in the lobby. What you gonna do about it? I need you three to come in the back with me so I can spit some nationalist stuff at you. Okay, you three, over there, I need to talk to you, alone. Okay, listen up. I got 4 bullets. One for you, one for you, one for you, and then one for me if you don't agree with me, alright? At the time, Hitler was not well known, and the crowd in the other room was starting to get rowdy. So he fired another shot and silenced the crowd.
From an eyewitness, he gave what was known as an oratorical masterpiece, which quickly changed the mood from disheartened people to a crowd of support.
Hitler finally got the triumvirate's support, but made a huge mistake. He left the beer hall to attend to other matters elsewhere. When Hitler came back, he found out that all 3 men had left and renounced their declaration of support.
After the triumphant left, Hitler knew that his revolutionary plans would fail. Hitler and the famous Ludendorff, a World War I veteran and commander, decided to march into the center of Munich to take the city.
They made it unscathed through the first police blockade, but the second one may have been a different story. Hitler, falling down and dislocating his shoulder, he crawled away to his friend's house outside of Munich while he stayed there for a couple of days. Eventually, 14 Nazis ended up losing their lives, and 4 policemen, who were also shot, died.
Hitler was arrested not too long after. Then he was put on trial, but this was a blessing in disguise. The sympathetic judges let Hitler speak his way of how he felt about the government. All of this allowed the Nazi Party to become the 3rd largest group in Bavaria at that time. Hitler was sentenced to the minimalist sentence of 5 years, but only stayed 9 months, in which he Mein Kampf.